Okay, so this is perfectcircuit.com. If you guys haven't visited their website, another great place to order music gear from. Okay, this is from ASM. If you guys don't know who that is, they made the Hydrosynth keyboards and they have come out with a new Expressive Wind synthesizer, which can be used for also authentic woodwind sounds, but can be used for a synthesizer. And this is what it looks like. Let me see if I can get you an up close personal picture. There you go. So you can see some of the keys. It does come with a carrying case, which is great when you have these type of things that they give you a case with it. Um, we'll talk a little bit about, first of all, this price. Originally, I thought the price was going to be $13.49. So it looks like they're selling it at basically $1,099. That's crazy good. I mean, for the cost of this and get something that's on high tech level. So let me just talk a little bit about what it has. There's 384 factory patches that are included with the traditional wind synth as well as some exotic and other synthy patches. Um, they sampled 128 instrumental sounds, so that's cool. You got an 8+ octave range, excellent. Of course, you have scale and chord quantization locking modes. That's super incredible because if you don't know scales, then this can get you there. And you have multiple fingering modes that you can adjust to. So the breath and bite sensor, important for wind instruments. I am not a wind player. My father was, but I do understand the gist of how it works. They do have a PC and Mac editor and an iOS and Android app. So there you go on that. You get the 5-pin DIN and USB MIDI. They even have Bluetooth MIDI input and audio input for wireless control. So you can do that. The hard case that comes with it, and you got all the cables that you need. And it looks like they give you two mouthpieces, which is good. So it's a lot of times if you get too used to biting or down and you mess up your other mouthpiece, you got one to replace it. And then a bunch of other things you can see here, cleaning cloth and etc. So this is a steal, in my opinion. And if I go after one, I was looking years ago at the Roland, which I know some people like it, but this one's smaller, it looks like in size. And it seems, I think they made the fingering more natural to players that really play. Um, so for me, this is nice. This is something that I am definitely going to consider down the road. I may not get it on pre-order. I would like to see a few people get it and maybe do some demos on it and tell me what they think. Because usually the people that get it will be somebody who, what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody who knows woodwind and how that works, etc., etc. Um, I don't know how easy it is to play, and that's another reason why I would wait on it. I do know that the quality of it looks like it's going to be really good. So that's just all speculation until we know. Here's the dimensions right here. And there is a rechargeable battery, I guess. It says batteries not included. USB-C 5-volt power adapter is included, or two of these lithium batteries, I guess, can work. So I'm not sure where you would get the lithium batteries from. I have no clue. Um, but that's what it says. So we'll have to find out more as it comes out. Anyway, great deal because the price is right, in my opinion. This is a good price. It's not overpriced. It's a quality piece of gear. And if you wanted to get into that woodwind sound and being able to use it, I imagine using this with Swam could be really good, where you could get those pitch bends and all the expressions. It is expressive, so that is obviously what their purpose is. If you look here, it says comprehensive controls, including breath and bite sensors, internal gyrometer, the XY joystick, two pressure pads, and three programmable switches. So that just means that you're going to be very, you're gonna have something that is very expressive. I'd like to see if we could get, there we go, a little bit closer to that one. So you can see here the power, the speakers, the phone, the output, the assignable, and this is that XY, I think, probably. I'm guessing based on what I'm seeing here. It looks like it. And then you can transpose the notes, or that this might be your scale lock here. And you can see this bank here, it says soprano sax. So there's some sounds included. I don't know how well they sound. There are some videos that ASM made. I would highly suggest, if you're going to invest in this, to look into that and see here. Let's zoom in a little more if we can. That's about as far as we can go on some of the triggers that are on here. Let's go one more. There we go. We looked at that part. So you can see down here the 5-pin MIDI DIN in and out, or in. Yeah, that's in and out. I just wanted to make sure it said that. And then that's the trigger. So yeah, really cool instrument. Definitely something that I'm thinking about down the road. I like something that feels like the real instrument, even if I can't play it. At least, it's kind of like when you get a MIDI controller versus having a synth, a full synth or a full piano type thing, where you at least have the feel that you're playing the instrument. For me, that's a high thing, a highly important thing. That's what I'm trying to say, when it comes to musical instruments. So anyway, check it out on perfectcircuit.com. I do not have sponsors. I only show you things that I like or I think are cool, and that's it. And they look like they have a sale of 10% off with this code holiday10. So I'm not sure if it works on this pre-order stuff. It may. But do keep this in mind, and this is what anything that you put your mouth on, this item is exempt from our risk-free return policy. You cannot return stuff that you put your mouth on, unless it's broke, and then they're going to give you another one, a replacement. But in this particular case, if you get it, you got it. All right. So just keep that in mind if you decide to go this route. I know it's not for everybody, but I still like to show you stuff because that's how we learn, right? You never know. Might be something you're interested in. All right. I'll see you on the next video.